Hey guys, hey, it's Dr. Nick Sebastian. Dr. Nick and Mike, Dream Team here with Divine Guidance Institute, Modern Day Mystery School, brand new nonprofit, teaching you the ancient way of knowing so you never get blindsided again. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, I'm here without my partner today. He couldn't make it. So it was important though. Today's podcast is going to be a quick one but important because it's the equinox. And some major stuff happens on the equinox, every equinox and every solstice. Yep, yep, yep. Actually, every equinox and solstice reveals the next quarter of personal prophecies for each human on the planet. Yep, yep, yep. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So we're going to get into that a little bit, and then I've got a crazy ass blindsided story for you. Local woman gets taken for $750,000. This just happened, over probably the past month or two. I talked to her family member, did not talk to her specifically. So I'm going to be sharing this crazy story with you too. Anyhow, let's get back to the prophecy. So, okay, it's autumnal equinox, so that's almost equal light and equal night. And it's for the northern hemisphere, and it's the beginning of fall. And, we change the clock soon. All kinds of things happen. But the most important thing is your personal prophecy for the next quarter is revealed through dreams and signs. If you're aware and you accurately decode the messages within your personal dreams and synchronicities. Yeah, and it happens 2 weeks before the equinox and 2 weeks after the equinox. That's when you would pay attention to the signs in the dreams, and they would actually reveal, or they do reveal, the next quarter. So just, in an overview, you can kind of take it like this. How your world or life is going at this time, you can pretty much rely on that's how it's going to be for the next quarter. As just a general overview. And then within that, we have free will. So we make choices, and that's how we improve our lives or lack thereof. And also, by decoding accurately, again, your dreams and your signs, that's how we know what's coming. We get a glimpse. Some things are set in stone, some things are not. The cool thing, you can make a course correction. And some things that you can't change, you get a peek, you get a glimpse, so it softens the blow if something does occur. You knew it was coming, so it doesn't catch you off guard. You can sit back and kind of smile and say, I knew that was happening, I knew it was coming. And then truly you end up being more excited that your higher self was on point, and it kind of overshadows any negativity that happens. But you'll witness that as you experiment and track your data. So how do we do this? Just simply put, remember the hue, one magic word, hue. Yes, that activates your superpowers big time. I can't stress it enough. It turns up the volume on your intuition. It turns up the volume on everything. It helps with your dream recall. You'll swear you never remember dreams. You'll swear you don't even dream. Then you'll start hewing, let's say 3 days in a row, and all of a sudden you're remembering your dreams. This type of thing happens. Gets rid of nightmares, stops insomnia. I mean, I could go on, and but for any of you first-time listeners, or if you need a little refresher, one magic word is the hue, H-U, hue. We also call it one-step therapy. Well, what is one-step therapy? It's one magic word. And what is that? Just say Hugh. Hugh. Yeah, it's that simple. The cool thing, you can do it out loud or silently, eyes open or closed. You can do it while you're doing the dishes, in the shower, or while you're sitting in a business meeting. No one has to know. Yeah, it's that user-friendly, and it's very different from meditation. No, it's really more like an active contemplation, if you will, or just an exercise. Again, it works in a myriad of ways, and you don't have to clear your mind. As a matter of fact, it's easier and better if you don't clear your mind. If you focus on something that makes you happy, that's when it really, really excels. If you focus on something that opens your heart, whether it's your pet or a loved one, or even a new car that you just bought, whatever opens your heart, you focus on that while you hew, and it amplifies things. That's just a little tip. Anyhow, so decoding dreams and signs. A sign and a dream with the same symbol, it means the same for an individual. So whether you have it in a sign or a dream, the symbol means the same thing to the person. That's number one. How do you know it's a sign with a message? If it catches your attention. If it's a coincidence or it's something so bizarre that it catches your attention, there's a message within. Otherwise, there is no message. So it's real simple, common sense here. It's not like, oh, my shoe's untied. What does that mean? No. Simple, common sense. Coincidence or catches your attention because it's so bizarre. There's a message. And then a dream, well, hey, if that speaks for itself. So how do you decode a symbol? It's simple. Quick word association. Yep. If you have a cat in the dream, what does cat mean to you? Some people, it means love. Other people, they have a great fear of cats. That's how you decode a symbol. Quick word association. Then you ask yourself, what's going on in my life right now? What is the center of my attention? What am I wondering about? What was on my mind yesterday or in the past 24 hours? It's that simple. That's how you decode the meaning of any dream or sign. Quick word association with the symbols. Then the question, what's going on in my life right now? What was I wondering about? What's my major concern? And voila. There's your solution. There's your answer. Best thing is you track your data. You track your data. You don't make life and death choices. You just track your data and you experiment. And then you get comfortable. You get confident. Then you can start using the information, using the data to assist yourself. But at first, just track the data and kind of pay attention and see how things turn out. That's the best way to get it rocking and rolling. But remember, the 2 weeks prior to the equinox and the 2 weeks after, any dreams or signs, they reveal the next quarter coming up. So just kind of, lightly pay attention. Don't forget to use one magic word to activate your superpowers. And also, I got to share this crazy ass story with you. Oh my God. Local woman here. I'm in Detroit, by the way, the D. And local woman, savvy woman, intelligent woman, recently retired, about to retire. She's done well for herself. Anyhow, she was blindsided. $750,000 taken by some strangers, some really slick mother effers. Yeah, they somehow overtook the computer and they said, hey, we noticed some activity on your accounts, so we need you to, use this protection for your accounts, and we'll help you with that. Turn it over to us. Again, I talked to a family member. I didn't speak with her directly, so I got the quick version, but this is the quick version, what I'm sharing with you. So they took over the accounts on the computer, and then they said, for your safety, let's do some transfers. She ended up doing some wire transfers. She ended up going and actually pulling cash out of her accounts, and they scheduled pickups at her home. They had her purchase gold as well, and they picked up cash. They picked up gold from her directly. They had a code word when they would arrive at her house, and she would hand over the goods, the money and or the gold. Anyhow, this went on for a while, and over about, I don't know, a month or two, they ended up with $750,000 of her money. And yeah, this is a true story, no exaggeration here. And she's, like I said, she's an alert, a smart, educated woman, and this is how slick they're getting, that they were able, to do this with this lady. And even at one point, the guy came to pick up, and he had the wrong code word. She went in the house and called the people and said, hey, he doesn't have the right code word. And instead of sending him away, they actually said, well, hold on a minute. Then they called the guy, gave him the right code word. She went back outside. Then he had the right code word. I mean, a total hoax. That was one sign right there, an overt sign that she needs to not go forward. He didn't have the right code word. She still justified it. So, we get to talk to her at some point, it'll be a good convo, because there were dreams and signs along the way, along with her intuitive abilities or her intuition, gut feeling, that she overlooked, as we all do, but that she overlooked. And had she known about the tools and known about the ancient way of knowing, she would have, she could have prevented this. It would have been prevented. She would have known ahead of time, hey, this isn't right. Hey, this is a scam. And, she would have made different choices, or could have made different choices. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, she was taken for $750,000. And, last week's podcast, we shared about all the stats that the elderly alone in 2024, which is only, 8 months through, the stats were USA alone, elderly were taken 3.4 trillion, no, billion, I'm sorry, $1 billion, and up 11%. Yep, up 11%. So, hey, it's happening daily. It's out there. You think it won't happen to you. And, the things happen, man. That's why we need the extra edge. You need the tools along with your, it goes above the right and the left brain, goes above the planes of duality, and you have access to all information. And you know what's coming as well. So even before this even happened, I'm sure she had a prophetic dream, prophetic warning dream, that, hey, this is coming. This is a potential. She probably had a money dream of sorts, or a banking dream with some odd interactions, something like that. And anyway, yeah. I'm going to let you go for now. So, track your data, use the hue, one magic word to activate your superpowers, if you will. Watch for those prophetic insights, especially over the next 2 weeks, since today's the equinox. And yes, it occurred at 8:44 this morning, Eastern Time. And, you know, it is a public crisis. That's why we started the nonprofit. It's a big deal. It's in the headlines weekly. I was blindsided. They were blindsided. She was blindsided. He blindsided me. It was even in the headlines 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. J. Lo was blindsided by her relationship. That was a headline. And a quote, from an inside source. So it doesn't matter who, what, where, when. We're all subjected to this, and it is a public crisis, but we have tools to change the outcomes. So keep all that in mind. Start using your tools. And if you want to get a hold of us, just go to nevergetblindsidedagain.com. You can do it yourself with our books. You can donate to the nonprofit, which would be fabulous. You can send us an email, send us a story, ask us a question type of thing. You can work with us, whatever you're up for. Nevergetblindsidedagain.com. Hey, this is Dr. Nick signing off. Have a good night. Talk soon. Bye-bye.